about me because they know the kind of person the prophet of God
Time
is.
already be a crime, I acquire bruchery, at the prophetic, acquire bruchery, no, a check.
Now, in the early days when God gave the chance for us to travel abroad with the prophetic unction many years ago,
Now, a binum or social media, no so crying young.
there are so many people blogging or vlogging on social media who were not born at that time.
Me was spiritual fathers.
I've got spiritual fathers.
So for Penny Victor say,
Bishop Victor Osei,
Bonsemano.
put your hands together for Bishop Victor Osei.
Also for Penny Edward Kwame Fojo.
And also Bishop Edward Kwame Fojo.
So for Penny Papa Wilson.
And also Reverend Papa Wilson.
Naomunina me so for Penny Pa Odimu.
But the chief amongst them all
that
God used
to
to introduce me very deep in the things of God
any Bishop Dr. Kwame Poku
is Bishop Dr. Kwame Poku.
Or no, or the prophetic Echo UK first.
So he was the first to take the prophetic grace
and I mean
to the UK.
Archbishop elect Salifo Amoako Yensoso Yakotoa so.
And then we followed
him. First.
And we followed him, myself and the Archbishop elect Salifo Amoako. We followed up to with the prophetic unction. We went abroad with it first.
And also for Penny Joshua J.
And thereafter, God also opened the door for Prophet Joshua J. Now, this I am speaking about now happened so many years ago. And so there are many people who know us.
Social media so now can send family one.
So and so when you're on social media and you say you speak trash and some people get to hear of it and they come to respond, I am not the one who has designated them or given them the chance to say anything. They say what they know. There is nobody on my payroll.
So social media no so me defend me.
Now, there is nobody that finds him or herself on social media because I have paid the person or contracted the person to come out and insult somebody or to defend me. I have never done it and I will never do it.
Prophetic show and I say prophet show, but me I stop.
Now, some time ago, I gave some of my pastors the chance to be explaining certain matters on the prophet show, but myself, I have stopped them from doing any such thing any further.
Because obi onoma or trial sunsumu no ntimi na opese ugu animase e wo baby a dom tie.
Because there are some people when they launch attacks on you spiritually and they fail, they now turn around and get onto social media or into a public place just to bring ridicule and shame on you. And now they tell lies, all manner of lies about you. And then when that happens, there are some people who identify as my sons and daughters who would also come out and would challenge the truth of what the person is saying, and it ends up in a banter sometimes. But it got to a time that I have stopped everybody that I can.
But your uncrophobia almost social media and so still so can be etia sofo subempa. No man can say who said the Okano. Open cell group of penny must go no fee. Emma air affecting the ministry. O penny on baby chirim. Now,
though I have stopped many people from reacting to such matters, there are some people who still have presence on social media who would certainly come out to challenge anything anybody says, so long as it is untrue about the prophet of God.
Mepamocho social media no say very powerful.
Now, social media has become a very powerful tool.
Your program ya ye and crowdform share program no social media no so ebro 100,000.
Now there were over 100,000 views of the program that we went to do in the UK.
To one who will bet me use social media no so e dia damage you, e dia destroy ministry.
And so if you're not careful, somebody will use take advantage of social media to damage your reputation or damage the hard work you're doing. And so I am pleading with everybody who hears the sound of my voice.
So bisa me ma bone pa.
If anybody
social media no so no obi nko kontokwa enipa no obetia semi ni obehun sesofo we kohwini na no obi ofre me se mini obi atem won so gina na so dem o twantro nyame kura betua meka. I will never do that.
Now, if I have ever contracted anybody or paid anybody to insult somebody on social media or to come out and defend me, that person will know that what I am saying now is a lie. It's a bunch of lies. And in fact, even if I have ever done that or I should ever do that, God will pay me. Now, the reason I'm saying all these is that I'm trying to make a certain point. And thereafter, I'll start prophetic administration for a moment, and then we break, and then we come back and continue. Now, it is the thought of some people that when someone likes me, and another person comes to tarnish my reputation, and that person who likes me rises to my defense. Many people think that I am the one who has arranged with the person who has risen to my defense to come out to defend me. Now, for an example, you seated here under the sound of my voice. I do not think that you will sit down quietly. I do not think that you will sit down quietly or unconcerned when you go somewhere and some people are raining insults on me. I don't think you will sit down unconcerned. The reason you will show concern is that you know the benefits of my life in yours. And you know how much you love me.
A tree out in any two form who say yes, son, etieno.
Now, some time ago, when people heard many things about me which were untrue, sometimes they believed it. But in the course of time, when they got to know the truth, it endeared them more toward me. They loved me even more. And so they get worried when people speak all manner of things to me or about me. That is why there were times that anyone who wanted to attack Jesus, Peter intervened and he drew out a sword.
Now David, our strong men, be your honor.
David had certain strong men.
Destroy
and
David physically.
Because of those strong men, the strong men David had, it was very difficult for you to defeat David in the physical realm. Now, one of them will just draw out a sword and will slay over thousands of people.
David Kase succumb deno. Omura Philistine soldier omo ekuta ammunition. Emrantie wura Philistine mu de omo kwatu omo nsem ekosa nsu a David sope e de bre David so onyenom.
And when David said he was thirsty for the waters of Jerusalem, these men laid their lives in their own hands, took that great risk, went into the camp of the Philistines to fetch water, the water David thirsted for, and brought it to David to drink. Now, our weapons of warfare are not physical.
Social media.
Now, the weapons of warfare today,
Obi ebetimi asɛw ɛwɔ social media ama ebetimi affecto ama nipa hu no so mfa so.
Now, one of the weapons of warfare is the tool of social media. Somebody can use social media to damage you beyond recovery.
Na ankanya nwanwa so nipa timi tena social media so ɛka so wusu bempa
Now,
na awoso Ghana na awoso wiase.
Does it not baffle your mind that someone will sit somewhere on social media and will say Prophet Osubempa is dead without proof, and people in Ghana will believe it and the whole world believes it?
Na me maame fresh of Nana Kwesi I find it out saying sema radio for kan no kra na of fresh of Nana Kwesi we nya no of fra wule we nya no e no se afedi maame hu ya ne se wa collapse enti men kanjem say social media na mfaso ni so.
Now my mother heard the news.
They are very sensitive.
My mother heard the news and made several attempts at reaching Reverend Anakwesi and Brother Awule to confirm it, but she wasn't successful. And because she was so worried, she collapsed. And so don't say social media is useless.
My mother's
elder sister, Madam Echampoma, and her family. Some of them were rushed to the hospital. Some of them went off. Even my grandparents in Jabing were all calling.
Until day, me kasa wo OKFM. And sana me nkrofobia come still, na binum kra I confused.
Now
it
was the day I was able to abate the feeling of fear and panic in people on the day I spoke on OKFM. And even yet, there were people who were earnestly waiting for the opportunity to see me with their naked eyes.